You turn your head away for a month and suddenly, awesome new Godot games all over the place. And all of them are great ways to pass time sitting in a protective dome on a foreign planet.
It's hot but nice.
But the best one is Dome Romantic. You play this little guy having a beautiful time in his very own dome. You can mine for resources and upgrade your dome. Everything could be so perfect if it weren't for these spooky creatures. From time to time they come and bang on your dome. Maybe they want to eat you, maybe they just want to drink a cup of tea with you. But you do not want to find out. So you laser them and go back to mining. You can find upgrades that are harder to pull up and upgrade your defenses, move speed, carrying capacity, etc, etc. You can play the demo for free and start mining this cozy planet of deathly creatures.
You know, when we select for games, we try not to judge a book by its cover. We try to look below the surface, and we would never call a game ugly, except when it's ugly. So, Retro Card Rush might be a bit ugly, but it brings you back to a simpler time, where pixels were chunky and stomping turtles with your butt was considered a fun activity.
Oh my god, Super Mario! What are you doing here?
I jump on a turtle, Stewie. It's not an exciting life, but is my life.
If you like the original Mario Kart, you might have a blast with it. It only has 11 reviews at the moment, but they all seem to love it. The gameplay just flows really well, and there's a surprising amount of content. You can play multiplayer split screen with up to 4 people. You have 4 different difficulty settings, 8 cups with a total of 18 tracks, and 9 characters, including a giraffe, a shark, and Barney the dinosaur?
Riding in the car, riding in the car, we love riding in the car. We love to ride in Barney's car.
If you like retro kart racers, this might be €3 well spent.
Over the Counter is a pharmaceutical business management game. And in it, you act about as morally as you would expect. Not very. You act very immorally at times.
I'm gonna pretend to go to work now.
To maximize profit margins, you invent new drugs and sell it to people. Maybe to drug cartels, maybe to hospitals. Maybe for a fair price, maybe not. You decide depending on what makes you money. You also decide who to hire and what to research. Maybe you always wanted to do some lobby work. Or maybe you just want to bring a bit more potency to the world. There's also looking at graphs. You can play it for free right now, and people seem to really like it.
Endlanders looks to me like Mega Man Battle Network, but much darker. And this is great. I loved these games as a child, and I always wondered why so few games use the clever combat system. You move freely on this grid. Every 15 seconds or so a menu pops up, and you can choose some moves for the next iteration. And then it's back to real-time combat again. It sounds a bit odd, but generally works really well. Fun fact, Mega Man Battle Network has started to grow a competitive scene. This is how well the combat works. Anyway, I love the surreal optics of Endlanders. You can download a free demo on the Steam page and start to discover the mysteries of the universe. If you like it, take a look at their upcoming Kickstarter campaign.
Run, The World in Between, is a precision platformer where this blob of darkness follows you. If you are fast enough, it will not hug you. The movement seems great. It seems quite fast, which reminds me of Super Meat Boy. But the dash gives you more flexibility and it is less momentum focused, which helps you make precise maneuvers. One thing I did not expect are the procedurally generated levels, which could be amazing if it works well. You can play a demo on Steam. The game is about to release on 14th of April for PC and Switch. Fun fact, the game is made by the creators of Hep Hep Fever, a free game on itch.io where you play the sea lion Hep Hep, trying to eat penguins and dodge tires, and it's based on a true story.
The Autoradius is a turn-based strategy roguelike in a post-apocalyptic setting. It feels quite comparable to a roguelike version of Fallout 1 or 2 to me. You have different party members, a nice inventory system, and can craft stuff. In battle, you coordinate around the field of vision and stuff standing in your way. You can also pick up stuff and throw it at your enemies. I really love the overall vibe, so we will keep an eye out for the release date.
Totsuya Knight, Dracula's Revenge is a very Castlevania game, and as such it looks amazing with nice sprites, great blood red color theme and some really nice visual effects. It was released last month and currently sits at 12 positive reviews. So if you are a fan of Castlevania, this game might be for you, and it only costs €5.
I'm armed with a stick.
Fun fact, the dev has made an open source Castlevania style game before, in case you are interested in how it is done.
Okay, so here's another one that might not flash you with visuals, but hear me out, it's pretty cool. The Adventures of Mr. Hat.
Did you hear that, Mr. Hat?
It looks like a side-scrolling platformer with mediocre mechanics at first, but it's much more of a puzzle game. Every level is pretty much its own thing, with a hint on what it's all about. And every level has that little spin that subverts your expectations. It reminds me a bit of the great Flash game This Is the Only Level. The setup allows for great level design, and from the looks of it and the reviews it has, they are quite fun. The game is currently in early access and available for cheap. I'm just wondering if Mr. Hat goes to take a shower, or is it a sauna or something, and he removes his hat. Does he lose his identity? Or is the name pure coincidence? We may never know.
Hi, I haven't seen you in here before.
It's about the cones.
Black & Slash is, in fact, about the cones. It honestly is the best Cones of Dunshire game I know of. This game looks so minimalistic, but it is surprisingly complex under the hood. You have access to a bunch of different abilities, all of them with different damage zones, so there's a lot of potential for strategic use. And then there are the menus. Lots of menus. The game has a really complex equipment system, with tons of loot drops you can use to customize your character. You can even customize your die for stats, so there are a ton of possibilities for different builds. Black & Slash has gone into early access and is available for $5 on itch.io. You can also play a demo for free.
Ancient, Legacy of Azul, is a grimdark Risk of Rain for just €4. Okay, done.
We say more than this, usually.
Okay. It is a side-scrolling roguelike where you collect a lot of items. You can see them at the bottom. You can go for different builds based on what you find and buy and your character class. Your character has about 4 abilities, some for single target, some for AoE and some for mobility. There's a bunch of characters that play really differently, like the spellcasting guy or the face-punching guy. There are many more. It is just fun to see your build escalate. And if you like the fantasy setting, definitely go for it. But there's one thing. The health globe. It is blue, not red. It looks like mana. And I really can't live with that. Better. By the way, we also make a game. It is called Versify's Fungeon. It is an auto-scrolling roguelike dungeon crawler where you throw spells, collect items and then throw spells more effectively. We recently added the forest. If you like what you see here, wishlist it on Steam. It is linked in the description.
Of Blades & Tales is a rare mix between open-world exploration and a tactical RPG. It also has these cute anthropomorphic animals, which is always a plus.
Will you marry me?
Oh, darling, I thought you'd never ask me.
You have classless character progressions with a lot of options, loot, including unique items, and procedurally generated dungeons. I like all these things. It is about to launch this year, and a demo is available. What games are you excited about? Let us know in the comments.